plug it in.
Is it on? It's on. Good morning, beloved community. Welcome, welcome on this glorious winter morning. So let's all take a breath together. We have a wonderful service and a big dance party after. We're so blessed. It's so amazing we have this community together. So just coming into our hearts, and we breathe in and connect to the universal sound that connects us to the all, the everything, the sound of Om, 3 times together. And rising in the presence to sing, surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Okay, let's take a nice, deep, centering breath. And I know you're holding hands, but you can continue to do that. And imagine your heart space. And we're going to say, Divine Presence, Infinite Love, and Living Spirit. We pause in this moment to acknowledge the absolute truth. There is no spot where you are not. We recognize that we are not separate from you, but we are the very outpouring of your light. Today, we're going to honor the temple. We give thanks for the realization that loving ourselves is not an act of vanity, but an act of alignment. We acknowledge that to love our neighbor as ourselves requires us first to tend to the sacred garden of our souls. We claim our divine boundaries. We recognize that the no we speak to chaos is a yes we speak to ourselves. We realize the need for people-pleasing, the burden of martyrdom, and the illusion that we must disappear in order to be holy. We stand in the power of our true self, the Christ consciousness that knows its worth is inherent, eternal, and unshakable. Divine Spirit, move through these words. Let this message be more than a talk. Let it be a revelation. May we leave this space today knowing that we are loved, not for what we do, but for who we are. We clear the way for your grace to flow through us, unblocked and unrefined. In the name of the living Christ within us, in the vibration of absolute pure love, we say thank you, God, and so it is. Amen.
Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy.
Everybody now.
All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy.
Everybody now.
All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all.
Love is all you need. Love is all you need.
Love is all you need. Love is all.
It's all you need, man.
I'm feeling the love today. Is everyone feeling the love today? Did you have a good Valentine's? My girlfriend and I have this tradition of a fondue. We tried to get a reservation at this place called the Melting Pot. You can never get a reservation there. You have to do it like 3 months in advance for Valentine's Day. So we make fondue. If you ever try it at home, go to the restaurant. It's easier. We're on the 4th anniversary of our 4th Valentine's together, and finally getting it just about right. Otherwise, you end up with this big lump of cheese and this big. But anyways, I'm feeling the love today. I'm really feeling the love so much that I need to share it with you all. Are you worried?
Uh-oh. Superman.
I'm now showing you the new Unity t-shirts that are available for you to purchase, should you like one. It's got our Unity logo on the front. It's got the fifth power on the back with the world logo on the top. So feel the love.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. So yes, those t-shirts, I've already got mine. We'll be selling them later today at the dance party. So for $20, you too can have your Unity on the River t-shirt. As you know, I've got a lot of things planned, so we'll show up in our t-shirts because that's how we're going to represent, and we're going to be our own public relations team. So when everybody else sees us having tons of fun, they're going to want to join too. So hello, online audience. It's good to see you. Turn and wave. And future people, I'm glad you selected to watch our service. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Reverend Dr. Kristin Cherry, and I am the Presence. I want to take a few minutes to set our intention as a congregation. We are an inclusive spiritual community that honors all paths to God. Unity of the River is a center of celebration, transformation, inspiration, spirit-centeredness, oneness, and joy. Now together we will say our mission and vision statements together. Our mission: we are a vibrant spiritual community that celebrates the presence in all and awakens humanity to its divinity. Our vision: centered in love, we joyously co-create a world of oneness, peace, and harmony. Now we're going to intentionally repeat the 5 principles together that are the foundation of unity worldwide. 1, God is absolute present. Thank you. 2, the Christ Spirit is in each of us. 3, we create our life experiences with the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. And 4, prayer is our connection with divine mind. And 5, it is not enough to know the truth. We must live it. So again, we're going to recite our core values, just so we're familiar with those. I think it's important to know what we stand for. We stand for, first, oneness. 2, joy. 3, spirit-centeredness. 4, inspiration. And 5, transformation. Those are our goals as an organization. We need more Valium? Oh, you're happy about it. You like it. Good. I'm glad. That's what we signed on for, right? When we became members. So I'm glad that we are going to recite these until they are near and dear and ingrained in our hearts. So I want to extend a special welcome for anybody joining us online. And thank you so much for choosing to bless us here with your presence. I want to also extend a warm welcome to anybody in service for the first time. I know we have a few new people, so hopefully you've gotten a welcome packet and you can join us hopefully for our dance party afterwards. We're going to have some fun, and sign up if you'd like to get our newsletter on the website. So if you miss connecting with us in any way, I will direct you to our website. If you're streaming and you'd like to receive more information on that website, you can fill out your email address and get our weekly newsletter. That's the best way to find out what's happening. Our website is unityontheriver.org. And now I'd like to invite Michelle Gallant up to the mic for our weekly announcements. Is the actual mic on? Mine's still on.
Try one of the others. Check. She's right.
let's try that again.
There we are.
Okay, my name is Michelle Gallant. I stand in the presence. Welcome to Unity on the River today. Honored to share with you this morning. We're blessed to have Rev Kristin back to speak on the garden and the gate, cultivating the soul and guarding the heart. The talk will guide and teach us about the importance of self-love as evidenced by healthy boundaries. We can all use that. Next Sunday, we're excited to have Reverend Martine Bernard back as our speaker. Stay tuned on our website and social media to see what her talk will be about. And today after service in hospitality, we have a couple of things going on in addition to the dance party. We are sending out cards and notes to folks who haven't been able to attend with us for a while, people that we're missing. So please join us to do that heartfelt message to those. I know I can think of several people who haven't been able to come, and I'm sure they will appreciate hearing from us. And after the service, we are having our dance party. We have a custom curated song list to have fun with, so make sure you stick around to get your boogie woogie on. I don't think we're going to end at 1:15. If I know us, we'll keep going. And on Wednesday, February 18th at 6:30, Meg Rain and Julie King will be hosting a Truth Mandala. This is a free event and will be focused on Joanna Macy's The Work That Reconnects. Meg and Julie will guide participants in a ritual of connection that is designed to foster the desire and ability to take part in the healing of our world. And where is that being held? No, just tell me. See Meg to register for that event. It's free. And I'd like to ask Christian to come up and make an announcement about the Pray Peace event.
Namaste, everyone. Good morning. So next Saturday, February 21st, from 3 to 4:30, Reverend Denise DeSimone will be hosting Pray Peace. This is a free event. It's being offered to the general public. Kayla and I are sponsoring the event as well. Some of you may be familiar with this body of work from Denise. Very engaging. If not, you're in for a special treat. Come by. It's going to be at the Newburyport Senior Center. It's going to feature a multimedia slide presentation that was created by Denise during her ordination project to become a reverend. There's going to be engaging music. That'll be the backdrop for Denise's voice as she prays the prayers of several religions' prayer of peace. All this is accompanied by 85 images of places and people from around the world showing that we all are united. Let's all gather for this special day and continue to promote and raise the consciousness of peace and love on our planet. To keep this as safe as possible, this is not a drop-in event. You must register, and space is limited to 120 people, and there's already about 60 to 65 people who have registered for the event at this point. Our very own Meg Rain and John are going to be playing music at the event as well. And if you haven't already registered, you can scan the QR code that's on the screen. And on behalf of my wife and Denise, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude for your support of this truly special event. Thank you, everyone who wants to be the peace that we need in the world at this time. Thank you.
And we're wearing our t-shirts.
And wear your t-shirts. And it's such a timely date after the monks just completed their historic peace walk across the country. May today be my peaceful day. Let's all keep that in our hearts. That was quite something. Okay, now on next Sunday, the 22nd, make sure you join us immediately after service for our annual meeting. We'll be welcoming new members to the board, updating what's happening, where we are with everything, so it's an important meeting. And so please come, and if there's any ballot initiatives, you'll be able to vote on those. Mark Schneider is offering a unity prayer class. Mark is in the back with his prayer shawl on, let's see, after services on March 1st and March 8th. See Mark for more details, or you can sign up in hospitality. There's a sign-up sheet there. And then after that, Rev Kristin will be leading a Unity Prosperity class for 2 Sundays, March 15th and March 22nd after service. And this will be offered both in person and Zoom, and it fills the requirement for membership. So if you've done her Unity Basics, now you can do the Prosperity, because then on March 29th, you can be welcomed into our congregation as a full member on Palm Sunday. That will be our new member initiation ceremony. So anyone who has completed all of the requirements will be eligible to participate. Do they need to let you know, Christian, if they plan to be part of that? It's behind. Okay. Thank you. So sign-up sheets for all of our upcoming courses, workshops, events, and volunteering opportunities are available every Sunday at a sign-up table in hospitality. And now it's time for some gratitude. Would our board members please stand to be acknowledged for their service? Thank you for all you do. And now is the time for namaste. We acknowledge, we see the presence in you, and just for the sake of germ freeness, we're just going to bow to each other today and say namaste. I see the presence. Namaste.
And now I have the very great pleasure and honor of inviting up our very own Anna Rose Bissett to sing Try. And she'll be right here. Just a second.
Put your makeup on, get your nails done, curl your hair, run the extra mile, keep it slim so they like you. Do they like you? Get your sexy on, don't be shy, girl, take it off. This is what you want to belong, so they like you. try, 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 try. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try. You don't have to try. Get your shopping on at the mall, max your credit cards. You don't have to choose, buy it all so they like you. Do they like you? Wait a second, why should you care what they think of you when you're all alone by yourself? Do you like you? Do you like you? You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to give it all away. You just have to get up, get up, get up, get up. You don't have to change a single thing. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try. You don't have to try. Have to try so hard. You don't have to give it all away. You just have to get up, get up, get up, get up. You don't have to change a single thing. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try. You don't have to try. Take your makeup off, let your hair down, take a breath, look into the mirror at yourself. Don't you like you? 'Cause I like you.
Wow, that was amazing. You are so blessed. Thank you for sharing your spiritual gifts with us. That was so perfect for today's talk. I really can't even express the gratitude I have for that. Thank you. It's probably no surprise to you that one of my absolute favorite people on earth, I've talked to you about this person multiple times, is the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I think I might have mentioned him in almost all of my talks. And in fact, he was the one that inspired me to become a Reverend Doctor, because it wasn't an easy process, right? I had to go to college for 13 years and then ministerial school for 7, right? So it's like 20 years of post-high school, I finally get to be a Reverend Doctor, so it's kind of cool. Thank you. But it's all because of this man. I won't say all, but this is one of the very first people that inspired me, because I said, what's a Reverend Doctor? How do you do that? How do you become this? Because when I saw this man, I saw him as someone that radiated peace and love to everybody, regardless of who you were. So to me, that was, as a young child growing up, even just watching him, I'm getting goosebumps. It was just such an important part of my life. Now, I want to leave you with what I believe is the last lesson that I think he taught us. So, as you know, on April 4th, 1968, at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, he died from a single gunshot wound to the right cheek and jaw. The bullet got lodged in his shoulder, causing unsurvivable injuries even though he went into emergency surgery. So unfortunately, that was his last day in human form here on earth as that person. But most interesting to me is when they performed the autopsy of him, what they found. Remember, he was 39 years old at this time. When they looked and dissected his brain, it was the heart of a 60-year-old. Now, why would that be? Stress. Yes, absolutely. He was a freedom fighter, right? He was always out there on the front lines, putting himself out there. So I think the last lesson that he taught us was through his autopsy, was that we have to take care of ourselves. We can still do this good work out in the world, but we got to take care of number one. Otherwise, we won't be here to do that work. So I pulled the Bible verse today, and it comes from Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 23. And I think this is a really interesting one because it kind of can go a bunch of different directions depending on how you'd like to interpret it. But what it reads is, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Now, initially, this may appear to go completely contrary to everything we've talked about. Loving everybody, loving our neighbors, free love, surrounding everyone in love and light. And now I'm telling you not to do that. So what is this all about, right? Why would you not want to love everybody? It's something to think about. Well, let me tell you. So metaphysically, we can think about this. The heart itself, in this particular passage, talks about your subconscious or your inner life, okay? So protecting it means protecting your thoughts, protecting what you see, who you're around, what you do, what you allow to take root and manifest in your life. So remember, it's all about the mind with metaphysics. So a guarded heart is one that embraces the positive sort of thoughts, patterns, consciousness, and it does not allow negative, chaotic, or fearful thoughts to enter into it, right? So it's not that we're pushing away people or anything like that. It's all about self-conservation and self-protection so that we can be the best that we can be. We know that our life, according to our unity principles, it's dictated by the state of our mind. Albert Hasselbeck used to tell me all the time, it's a good day because it's a good day in my consciousness, right? I used to say, oh, my happy place is in Colorado, and he used to say, oh no, honey, your happy place is where you are, right? So I mean, think about this. This all kind of goes along with what we're talking about here. So I'm asking you to manage sort of your unseen mental state, which we can call the heart, and watch it control your outer life. So let's go on to the next main point. And how are we going to go about doing this? So we're going to go about doing this, and I want you to first think about the theology of as yourself. Because this as yourself concept we see in a lot of different Bible verses. So for example, the second half of the Great Commandment, love your neighbor as yourself, right? That comes from Mark chapter 12, verse 31. However, the very end of that tends to be a throwaway line, as yourself. What I see when I look around the world, so not necessarily here, but I see a lot of people that are very angry and do not treat themselves very well. Perhaps they are binging on drugs or alcohol. They are watching terribly horrific, violent media content. They are doing numerous things. So they're not treating themselves very good. Well, I don't want them to treat me like that, right? So there's a couple other ways to think about this. The golden rule also comes from the Bible. That is Matthew chapter 7, verse 12. And we know this one says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So again, it comes to that comparison thing. And if I'm going to let people walk all over me and be a doormat, then why would I go and do that to others? It doesn't make sense necessarily in that context. So I want to expand it because I think this is interesting. Researchers have expanded this into a different way of thinking about it. So that was the golden rule. Has anybody heard of the silver rule or the platinum rule? Well, you're gonna today. Oh, you have? Okay, good. So the silver rule is actually the negative golden rule. So it takes the golden rule and it makes it negative. So do not do unto others what you do not want done unto you. So this emphasizes avoiding behaviors like harm, violence, creating any kind of negative pain or disrespect or rude behaviors in someone else's life. So that's a little step forward, I think. But for me, the one that really hit home is the platinum rule. And what that is that says, do unto others as they would have you do unto them. Just because I think something's right in my world doesn't mean I need to push it onto you. I think you need counseling. Well, that's not my choice, right? That's for you to decide. I'm not going to tell you that. It doesn't make any sense. All it does is it shifts the focus on me, my egotistic kind of centered self. We live in the United States. That's a culture we've grown up in. It kind of takes that away, and it allows us to put the other person and have empathy for what they might possibly be going through. So I will tell you that this is exactly what Jesus did. Jesus was very clear about self-care. He talks about if you neglect your own self-care, he talked about it being spiritual, emotional, and mental and physical, not just in one particular area. So we got to think about the wholeness of all of this. So self-love in a Christian context isn't selfish. A lot of people think self-care is selfish. It is absolutely not. It is the best thing that you can do for yourself. We know in Exodus, when Moses asks God, what's your name? And God responds, I am. That means our body temple, the I am, us. We are the divine, right? So you're a temple of the Holy Spirit. If your temple is crumbling, the service inside that temple is going to be, affected as a result. If our roof had leaks here and the walls were falling down, we couldn't have the type of service that we're having, right? We're so blessed to have a wonderful space to be able to do that. So, nonetheless, we can talk about Thomas Merton. I know some of you that were in the class yesterday, we saw the history of New Thought, and we talked about Thomas Merton a bit because he is one of the original kind of people that brought about New Thought. And he talked about how we often live out a false self. And that's the version of you that wants people to like you, right? You put on that happy face and you go around and you're giving people compliments and you're smiling and you're hugging and you just want to be liked and loved. We all have that need for connection. It goes back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? It's just part of who we are. So what he's saying is we need to strip away that false self, or what Unity would call the relative realm, and we need to see the absolute realm, the realm of the perfect divine. So when we set poor boundaries, it's because we're addicted to this false self. I let you walk all over me because I want you to like me, right? That's the number one reason that people allow their boundaries to be violated, research suggests. So when we embrace our true self, we know that we don't have to say yes to everything to feel valuable, because we know that we already are valuable before we agree to share our spiritual gifts with anybody. So secondly, the second kind of major theme here that we're talking about is boundaries, and I'm going to call that on the next PowerPoint slide here, the walls of the vineyard. I think it's so interesting to think about that. Boundaries in the Bible were not about locking people out. You may think this because they had the walls of Jericho, they had all these walls. However, what it was about, they were about keeping the fruit in the garden safe, right? Safe from the animals, the rabbits. I mean, a lot of you probably have fences around your garden. Raise your hand if you do, because you don't want the bunnies and the squirrels and the, right. So it's all about keeping the things, the fruit inside your garden safe. So that's a wonderful analogy, because we can say that a garden without a fence is just a field, right? It's just an open field. It would just be some apples or some tomatoes just growing in a field, right? So what makes it the garden is that it's enclosed up in this fence. So in order to produce these spiritual fruits, we got to close our gate. It's not a free-for-all. People can't just come in and pick whatever they want whenever they want. I mean, maybe that's how you want to run your garden, but where I used to live, this man had an orange tree, and I always used to wonder, because he had a big sign next to it that said, no picking, this is our personal tree. And it just used to just drive me nuts, because they were rotting fruit on the tree. And I'm sitting there thinking, why are you not letting people that are passing by eat your fruit, but it's going to rot? That made no sense to me. But it really is important to think about keeping your fruit safe. You must have the right to say no as to what's going to trample that fruit. And Jesus was the perfect example of this. Even when people needed him and they were calling on him, when he knew that he was depleted, he still retreated and went into the wilderness. Luke 5, verse 16 tells us, but Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. He has to recharge his battery. We all do. We can't keep going and going. We're not the Energizer Bunny. We have to take time and rest. That's the whole point of the Sabbath. So let's move on to our number 3. The difference between service and servitude. So coming at you from the academic background where I was for 18 years, I can tell you that the culture of busy is a real thing. I used to eat in the kind of it was like a faculty area where some of the faculty would eat and we would just talk or whatever. And I actually ended up stopping to eat with some of my colleagues because it became a contest of who was busier. It would just start so simply, what are you working on? Oh, I'm working on this research project, and here's how it's going, and da-da-da. Oh, what are you working on? Oh, well, I'm working on 2 different things, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, and the next person, they just got a grant, and they're working on 3 other. I mean, it just became this contest of this culture of busy. It was like, who could be the most busy? And I just thought, why are we even going this direction? Because that's the opposite of what we should be doing. We need to be getting quiet and listening in here, because this is where you're going to hear the right answers. It's not anywhere out there. It is right in here. It's with you all the time. So sacrifice is a conscious choice made through a place of strength and love. When you lose your boundaries, we can call that codependency, because what you're doing is it's a compulsion, and it comes from fear. Fear to be alone. Jesus used his life voluntarily. He wasn't a doormat. He was a savior with a mission. And he had healthy boundaries that allow us to overflow rather than working from a deficit. So I want to encourage you to think about this. We are in a world where your attention is almost 24/7 being dedicated to these cell phones. I'm going to encourage you to take a Sabbath. Maybe it's 5 minutes out of the hour. Maybe it's an hour a day. It's whatever works for you, but take a break from your phone. I promise your life and television, just media in general, I was one of the first people to ever research reality television. People are still citing my dissertation today. So I know the effects of the media, and I'm asking you to please be careful. I call it a media diet. Watch what you put in here. This is just as important as the food that you're eating, right? So think about what you are showing your consciousness, the people you're around, the television you're watching. If you're on a 24/7 news cycle, I guarantee you're probably living in major chaos, because when we see the stuff on the news, it looks like major chaos, right? So anyway, I think that setting a boundary on your time actually acknowledges that you are the creator. You are the creator, you are of your life, of your experiences, and you recognize that it all starts here in your mind. And you have the power. If you don't like something, you can change it. You don't have to wait, you can change it the next minute, right? So there are so many things to consider. Taking a nap, turning off your phone, that can actually be more Christian than attending that 7th Zoom meeting that day, right? Because you're exhausted. You've probably got nothing left to give to that meeting. So think about you and number one, because that's not selfish. That's a very big misnomer. Self-care is not selfish. And I think Valentine's Day is a day to really think about self-love and what do you do for yourself to take care of yourself. So as you know, in the past couple of, I think it was 3 Sundays, we made Valentines for people in the community, and that was such a cool, wonderful thing. Valentines were beautiful. I just was so proud of our community on that, and we got a big shout out on Facebook. You may or may not have seen that, but nonetheless, someone came up to me and said, "This is a really fabulous idea. However, how come we're not writing to people in our community that are possibly in assisted living or in the hospital or have had surgery or unable to come to the service for one reason or another?" And I thought about it, and I thought, well, it's because this was easy. It was easier for me to do that. Someone had already set it up and whatnot. So I am brand new. This is day 47. Not that I'm counting or anything, but I was thinking about it yesterday, day 47 on the job, and I don't know who are these people that are out there that are members of our congregation, because I'm new, right? They have probably been out since I've arrived. So I need you to do me a big favor. The QR code worked really well last time, so we're going to go with it again, okay? Now, not everybody has to respond, but we're going to put this up here again. And if you know someone in our congregation or a friend of the congregation, right now I'm going to ask you to please scan this QR code and just type in their name. And we're going to make a list of these people. I'm sure we've got their addresses in the database. And if not, if you want to give us more information, maybe where they're located or whatever you think we need to know, we are going to have this list compiled by the time we go downstairs today. Because even though Valentine's Day, it was yesterday, every day is a good day to receive a love note, right? Really. I mean, I got one today from my old church. I don't know who I was sharing it with, but I was so touched. So every day is a good day for a love note. So please, if you're online, if you're watching online and you want a love note, I know we've got people all over the globe that watch us. If you're unable to come to service and you want a way to connect with us, put your name in. You don't have to just put somebody else's. This isn't an election or anything. You can nominate yourself, right? No one will ever know because it's all anonymous on my cell phone. I've given my phone over here to the crew, and we're getting 6 so far. Yes, 7. Please keep going. Keep going. We're going to keep this open here. As long as you get the QR code scanned, or if you still have the one from last week, it's the same one. So if we take this slide down and you didn't get a chance to do it, or you don't feel like doing it, just come up to myself or come up to Christian or any of the crew up here and just give us the name, and we'll add it to the list, okay? So if you didn't get the technology to work, it happens. Come up and just tell us verbally, and we can write it down. So having said that, after the service, while we're doing our dance party, some of us maybe aren't dancers, maybe we're crafters, we're going to have that list there. So if there's somebody that you recognize on that list, or even if you don't, make them a little note. Tell them you miss them. Tell them whatever you want to tell them. Just speak from the heart. That's all that I ask. So that is kind of what we're going to do. And thank you to whoever suggested that. I really couldn't I've talked to so many people, but it was the most brilliant idea, I thought. So, nonetheless, love is more than just on Valentine's Day. I want you to recognize this. It is all day, every day, because you are love. You are the expression of love in this world. What a beautiful job to have. I fully take on that responsibility, and I do it with a grateful heart. And I think it's absolutely an amazing way to go about. I saw a quote online, and I thought to myself, this sums it up. And I don't know where it came from or who said it, but they said, if people can hate other groups of people for no reason at all, then I can love for no reason at all. So that's my choice, and that's what I choose to do. And I hope that you choose love too. Thank you.
So now is the time that we remove everything from our laps, become centered in the truth of who we are. We are miracles, true miracles on the planet, here to love and be love. I am a miracle. A miracle, God's miracle. I am a miracle, here to love. I am here to love, here to love and be loved. I am a miracle, God's miracle. Here to love, I am here to love, here to love and be loved.
Okay, sit comfortably. If it's comfortable for you, you can put both of your feet flat on the floor. It's the way that I like to feel grounded. Either close your eyes or relax your gaze and just let the weight of the week just fall away. Imagine it just tossing it aside. Inhale the breath of life. One more inhale, and as you exhale, release any tension in your shoulders, your jaws, or your mind. Let the chair support your body underneath you, and you know that you are safe. You are held by the love and light of Spirit. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Let every muscle surrender to the peace of this moment now. And let's turn our gaze, our inner gaze, to the center of our chest, known as our heart space. In your mind, I want you to visualize a small, steady, golden flame right there in your heart space. And know that this is your sacred spot. This is the light of the Christ consciousness within you. As you focus on this light, you let all the distractions of your to-do list and the voices of others fade into the background. There is only this light and the absolute truth about you that it represents. So know that you are a beloved expression of the divine. Your boundaries are the banks of a holy river. It allows your love to flow with a purpose. Think of your boundaries not as walls of stone, but as a yes to your own divinity. To love yourself is to honor the creator you are. To set a boundary is to steward the energy entrusted within you. Dwell on the beauty of your own soul, knowing that it's always there. We now move beyond words and beyond thoughts as we enter the silence for 3 minutes. And in this stillness, we simply are. We rest in the awareness of our oneness with everything and everyone. And we allow the Spirit to restore our boundaries and replenish our love. So let's listen. As we bring our awareness back to this room, we give thanks for this brief moment of restoration. We thank the Spirit for the clarity to say no when we must, so that our yes can be our sacred gift. We are grateful for the realization that we are enough and we are perfect, just the way we are. We step back into the world as radiant expressions of love and light in action. We are so grateful for this connection to our Christ consciousness and the unity of the world around us. In this spirit, we say, thank you, God, and so it is. Amen.
So it is. And let's think about Shipley and say hi to Shipley. She's got a bad cold, so I'm just sending her love and light, dear Shipley. And we'll sing this song again. I am a miracle, God's miracle.
Nice.
I am a miracle, here to love. I am here to love, here to love and be loved. One more time. I am a miracle. I am a miracle, God's miracle. And you are a miracle, here to love, here to love. I am here to love, here to love and be loved. It's not enough to know the truth, you gotta live it, right? So now, from this place of the miracle of the abundance that we are, the incredible light and love that we have to offer, we think of how we can give. We can give to our center, to the world, all this love. So holding our tithes and offerings, prosperity that we are in our hands, and saying from our hearts the prayer of prosperity. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. We've got everything that we need to be happy. We've got food, we've got friends, we've got a dance party, it's coming later on today. We got the birds in the morning and the sweet blue sky, we got our hearts singing songs. My, oh my, we've got everything that we need to be happy. I got nothing if I don't love myself. And if I'm not grateful for all God's graces, what good is money? What good is wealth? We've got everything that we need to be happy. We got love. We've got laughter for sure. We've got what's left of our sanity. We got to keep laughing about it all. We got Kristin and the message that's clear and full and happy, and the band and the choir and all of us here together. We're loving on each other. We're going to dance up a storm. I can't wait. We've got everything that we need. We've got everything that we need. We've got everything that we need
one. All right, we are happy and we are blessed. So let's take a moment to pray over our offerings. We know that we are a prosperous spiritual community here in Newburyport, and our reach goes well beyond the city limits of Newburyport. We're reaching the world, and we see the love and the light that we have to share, reaching everyone as a result of these offerings that we are receiving. So we are so grateful with a grateful heart that we know we can do the work that we need to do because of the prosperous giving of our community. And we say, thank you, God. It feels good to be abundant. Amen.
Amen. We say thank you to everyone that made this service available for us all the volunteers, the greeters, the ushers. And I really want to give a big shout out to our band. John Hyde on piano, Steve Chigueras, Paul Beaujolais, Mike Gruen. It's just incredible. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. They put up a lot with the singers. They put up with a lot in getting us ready every morning. So we're so grateful. Okay. And do we have children in the yes, we do. We have, so we're going to sing, does she know she's coming? Is that little Lily, is it? Oh, Lily's downstairs. Is she coming up? Ann's going to go get her. She's very shy. We saw her coming in. Yeah, she keeps her head down. Well, let's just think of all of our children all over the world as we think of Lily representing all the children that we love. Think of just close our eyes and think of those babies in your life, your grandchildren, all the children in your neighborhood, all that, just thinking of them safe and well and blessed, and knowing that they are the light of God expressed miracles. May they love themselves. Is she coming? Yep, here she comes. Okay, here we go. We are walking. We are walking as the light of God. We are walking as the light of God. Come on, Lily. We are walking as the light of God. We are walking as the light of God. We are walking. We are walking. Woo! We are walking as the light of God. We are walking. We are walking. Woo! We are walking as the light of God. Well, let's just all turn our hands out and just bless Lily, because she's shy, and we know she's shy. We love you, Lily. We love you. We see you thriving. Right? Okay. Well, this is a brand new song for us. Oh, here she is. Is she coming? Hi, sweetheart. Welcome. You want to come? Oh. Hi, Lily. We're so glad you're with us.
Does she
Do you want to say what
right here?
you did today?
It's okay.
You want to sit right here? Why don't you talk, Amanda?
Here. Do you have a mic? Here. Whoops.
So Lily and I created Valentine's. And Linda. You can see them. This is Lily's. And we also played with trains.
Nice.
We unified the train into one piece train.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you. Thank you for blessing us, Lily. All right. Well, do you love yourself? Are you convinced that you're worth loving? Good job. This song is going to convince you.
I love me.
Yeah.
but baby, I love me. Now everybody say,
They're gonna say all kinds of things. They'll make jokes about my name. They're gonna try to clip my wings, but I'm gonna fly.
I'm gonna fly.
They'll try to blame me like a game. Bet they're too scared of the fame. But I can see clear while I'm looking in the mirror, saying God made me just right.
'cause I love me.
I love me. I don't know about you,
but baby, I love me. Now everybody say, hey, 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 'cause I'm sexy and it ain't my fault. I ain't waiting on nobody's call. You don't want me, baby, that's your loss. I'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
You can tell by the way I talk, and you can tell by the way I walk, that when I see you clear, when I'm looking in the mirror, saying God made me just right. 'Cause I love me. I love me. Don't know about you, but baby, I love me. Now everybody say, hey, hey, I love me. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast. I love y'all, but I love me the most.
I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast. I love y'all, but I love me the most.
Go and raise your glass, give yourself a toast.
I love all y'all, but I love me the most.
I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast. I love y'all, but I love me.
I love me.
I love me.
I love me.
Don't know about you,
I don't know about you,
but baby, I love me.
baby, I love
Now
me.
everybody say, hey, hey, I love me. I love me. I love me. Don't know about you, hey, I love me.
I love me. Oh, that's too fun. Should we have this much fun in church? So, rising as you're able and joining hands if that feels good to you, and we'll sing, Let There Be Peace on Earth.
Go forth from this sacred space today, knowing that you are the beloved of the Most High. As you step into the world, remember your heart is a sacred garden, not a public thoroughfare. You have the divine right and the spiritual duty to tend its soil and guard its gates. May you have the clarity to see your true self, knowing that you are whole, worthy, and complete. May you have the courage to set boundaries that honor your energy and your peace. And may you have the wisdom to know that by loving yourself well, you are teaching the world how to love. And so it is.
So it is.
The light of God surrounds us.
We are the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
We are the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
We are the power of God.
And the presence of God watches over us.
We are the presence of God.
Wherever
Where we are, God is,
and all is well.
well,
And
We are richly blessed. See you at the dance party, everybody.